Hello guys, here I have Hugo Boss Touch smartwatch, and I will show you some features of this watch, and we'll do the short kind of review because I didn't find any on eBay. So this is the watch. It has a classic look, kind of pretty thick, a little bit bulky in my opinion. Comes with nice silicone wristband, very high quality. It has some Hugo Boss here print here. It says water resistance. It's loading now. It's running Android Wear OS, the latest version. I recently updated it. In the box you got this stand, this leather band, also printed genuine leather, Hugo Boss. Also here you have a print of Hugo Boss. Okay, but I believe silicone band is more practical. You have a wireless charger, sorry, not wireless, actually wireless charger, but okay, yes, it's a wireless charger and you can attach it. It has a magnet, it will charge it that way. Okay, so let's get to the watch. Basically, you navigate the menu doing that thing from the left. You have the Google Assistant, you have some shortcuts like start a workout, weather, or turn a flashlight. Flashlight is that thing. From the top you have this kind of quick settings, brightness, battery saver, so we don't need it. Everything you do, like get back, you don't have a spinning bezel. This button is not spinning, and you just can press on it and you'll get back to previous screen. So what else you have here? You have turn off the screen, do not disturb button, airplane mode. Now it will try to connect to my watch. If it doesn't see watch here, it will try to connect automatically to Wi-Fi. You can see that small sign here. So it's connected to Wi-Fi. Once you set up your account here, it will try to actually synchronize with your account. If you receive new emails or notifications on your email, you will get them here. Scrolling from kind of down, you get in notification area. I just cleared them out accidentally, so you cannot see anything. And from the right, you have access to fitness application, which doesn't show anything because I didn't use this watch today. Okay, what else we can get on the watch? When you press on the button, it brings you to the menu, like to apps drawer, let's say. You have recent apps on the top. You have settings, weather, agenda, alarm, etc. You can install applications, different one like Gmap. And actually I didn't like that application. It's kind of not that really good on my watch because probably the screen is small. It's not really easy to navigate it. So probably it's not a good choice. Maybe if you don't have the cell phone on you, it could help somehow, but personally I found this not very good though. To go to settings, you will get kind of like that. You can adjust display brightness, app notification, gestures, connectivity. Let's say what you can see in connectivity, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, switch to airplane mode, and location from the phone. Okay, storage, it has 4 gigs of storage, which used already like I believe 1 gig and something. Actually, it's not the summary, it will show based per application. System, you can see battery saver, date and time, restart, power off, disconnect, reset, and about. In about you can see model Boss Touch, device name, versions, Wear OS by Google 2.2, Home App 2.20, 220, okay, Google Play Service, Android OS 8, security patch level September 5. Okay, what I like in this watch, actually nice build but heavy, and in general Android Wear OS, if you pick another watch, you will have the same exactly experience, and I believe it's not that good for kind of the product will not stay apart from its rivals from Android Wear OS system. So when you press and hold, it will bring you to the customization, and you can customize. As you can see, there are not that many Boss screens here, I mean face watches, not that much, because the initial price around $340 or so, and I believe they can add some more personal features kind of to feel that it's really Boss or something. Okay, so styles. Let's see, let's get to the style. So you already seen Roman numbers. Now this one is simple one. When you do another style, it will have bold, this one, and Roman you already seen. Next thing you can do here, it's the complications, and complications mean you can change that let's say fit status, and we pick steps. Once we get back, it shows you steps 0 here. So you can put here battery status, battery charging status, etc. So let's get, okay, I pressed on that steps and brought me next screen when you choose workouts, guided breathing, settings, etc. Steps, calories, kilometers, step. Again, you see. So it will work as a shortcut. Let's pick another one. Which one? This one looks kind of very cool, I would say. This gold color on black. Come on. I'm trying to customize it, but it doesn't do anything. I'm supposed to customize the thing. Okay, finally. So we have styles here, color, small second, which kind of you understand. And so we have quiet, see, kind of thin minutes. Bold one, and actually that's it. Quiet looks good. Complications, you can change. You see battery, agenda, alarms, notification number, etc. So we can change, for example, this one. We put goals, let's say, and we go back, and this arrow will rise once you do achieving your goal. What next? This is a charger, and this one is how many notifications you have. And you can change the color, black, blue, white, gold, etc. So if you change to black, this is it. Looks pretty simple and nothing much. So about the design, if we compare, let's say, with Galaxy Gear S3, it has the same thickness. If you put them one next to another one, you see it's kind of the same thickness, same size. But when I put on my hand, kind of my wrist will start to feel pain in a very short period of time. I cannot wear any heavy watches on my wrist, unfortunately. And here you can see microphone. That thing doesn't spin, as I said already, and there is no the speaker. It doesn't have a speaker, and I believe it's the major design flaw, because when you set alarm, it will vibrate, but you will hear nothing. And let's say if you put it on a nightstand or something, or kind of not next to you, and you set an alarm, you can easily miss it. And you cannot answer or you cannot make calls. For example, on Gear S3 Frontier or Classic, you have here the speaker here. And it works like a Bluetooth headset, so you can answer calls, you can make call, you hear alarms and notifications. They can do noise and also vibrations. So comparing design wise, Gear S3 is much better for me, and for some reason it doesn't hurt my wrist that much as Hugo Boss. And I already told what having comparing different Android Wear OS devices, you can see like you have 99% the same experience like Hugo Boss, and you can pay different prices for that. For example, this one is Polar M600, and as you can see, it looks exactly the same. There is no any difference in that, see? And if you go, system looks the same, settings look the same. And about versions, let's see, we go here, it says model M600 versions. You see Wear OS by Google 2.2, Home App 2.20, Android OS 8.0.0. So aside of some watch faces given by Polar, you will have exactly the same experience. This doesn't have a speaker as well. You will receive notifications, you will feel them by the vibration. This watch has a heart rate monitor, and this is the fitness tracker, let's say. It will count your steps as well as Hugo Boss, but also you can measure your heart rate. Hugo Boss doesn't have a heart rate monitor, and it's not the fitness tracker watch. Actually, it's not for fitness, because you can see it by the design. It will count your steps, nothing more than that. It has some sensors, but it's kind of standard. And getting to my favorite watch actually is the Gear S3. It could be Frontier or Classic. I love them both. I really like them, and very fluid interface. It works very fast, very responsive. You have a lot of watch faces. You have a spinning bezel, which kind of add a kind of extra navigation feeling. This is the kind of similar to Android Wear OS. And quick shortcut to settings. I believe this one, yeah, you can set up the ringtone. It's pretty loud. I believe water resistance is about the same, like 10 meters. You can put it, not 10 meters, about 1.5 meters for 30 minutes, the same as Hugo Boss. And having speaker is still water resistant. You cannot, however, swim with those watches as well as with Hugo Boss, but just like you washing hands, etc., and probably you couldn't go to the shower as well. So talking about watches, there are tons of watch faces already set by Samsung, and you can modify them as well. Some of them not. So for example, customize, and you turn the bezel and you can change the style. As you can see now, it's blue one, and on top of that you can change how they call these complications. You do that, and you can change here, have summary or something. So it depends from the watch face. You can modify different things on that. On the phone, you will use for Android Wear OS, you will use that application. Kind of simple one, because everything is supposed to get by Wi-Fi, by watch itself. It has the Android Play Market, and you can access it directly from here. Play Store. So you can search for applications. The main difference actually with this and this, you have a lot of supposedly applications for Android Wear OS if you compare with Samsung. But in fact, it's not always true, like, because, for example, if you look for WhatsApp, you can see WhatsApp is not there, for example. It doesn't mean what it exists for Gear S3. I didn't actually check. It's not my kind of favorite messenger, but still. There are some applications, there are some not, and for example, Viber. Let's try again. Viber. Okay, maybe I'm not that good to pronounce. And we can try to type. Maybe we can do that way. Okay. So, for example, Viber. It has an application, but it says right away your device isn't compatible with the version. Probably it's because it doesn't have a speaker, or maybe something else. I have no idea why it's not compatible, but this is the thing. It has the application, but you cannot install it on it. And Gear S3 also supports voice commands, and also you can type and write and etc. So it's kind of a similar feature. So comparing the applications, getting back to software, I will try to connect to it using the Bluetooth. But there is nothing much here, because just settings, notifications, and you can switch right away from the phone faces, watch faces actually. Here what we have, you can add more, and I believe I downloaded this recently. Once you press here, it should go directly, supposedly. They just died on me. Okay, something happened and the watch turned off. I don't know, it got frozen or something. Well, let's set it apart. Let's get to this one. This one also has a Galaxy App Store, and you can download applications directly from the watch. But also it has a nice application when you can choose watches, watch faces, and here it says connected using Bluetooth. You have a sign on top, Bluetooth connected. And now I will connect Wi-Fi on my phone. So we can load information here. Let's go to watch faces here. As you can see, the application has a lot of features here, and you can change. You see watch faces already downloaded, and we have more than this. You just press the button and it goes here, you see. However, you cannot change, customize from here You need to customize on the watch itself, but still. Okay, what you can set up here: notifications, apps, you can reorder them, manage them, update them, etc. Updates, actually the phone will receive the software update and will send to the watch. This is how it works. You can find my gear. And talking about the store, actually now it's loading the information, and you can go, let's say here, it's a huge app store here, but again, I didn't test a lot of applications because I don't need them. Again, guys, this is the watch, it's not a smartphone, right? So kind of people expect to have similar features, but I don't believe it should match what you have on a smartphone. It not necessarily should match what you have on a smartwatch. So now we're looking for applications which is free. I believe there are some useful applications in paid section, but I'm kind of don't worry about them at all. And this is basically it. You can put some questions in a comment section if you need more information. So thank you for watching, and please press on like button. Thank you.